Support is on the way.
Finally, Battlefield 5's The Pacific has dropped, at least the trailer. Now, I'm super excited for this, but my thing is it's coming out on October 31st, and Call of Duty literally comes out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And at the time of this recording, it's Wednesday. They released this trailer a couple hours ago. Like at my time, I saw the trailer at like 10 o'clock. I live in the eastern coast of the United States. So, yeah. I'm beyond excited for this trailer. You guys saw the trailer in the beginning of the video, and it looks good, but it is dicified. It doesn't sound right, but it is dicified. You can tell it's more of what multiplayer will go through instead of, the trailers they used to do that were more, actually like military and tactical and stuff. But that's besides the point. That's just a personal gripe. But we're not gonna break the trailer down because I don't want to be that type of channel, and I don't want to take that away from anyone who else is doing a breakdown. But if you happen to see this video and if you want me to do a breakdown of the trailer, I'll go ahead. But we're just gonna talk about what was, I guess, it's sort of a breakdown. But we're just gonna talk about what's on Battlefield's website, and there'll be a link in the description of the trailer and the website that you can look up all this stuff. Now, starting off, it says, "Are you ready to take place in the Pacific invasion across land, air, and sea?" Available on October 31st, Chapter 5, War in the Pacific brings amphibious assaults and an all-out warfare across iconic battlefields with the U.S. and Japan entering the fray. And then it has new factions, weapons, vehicles, new elites, and chapters. Now, I have on screen in the little corner, so you can still see the trailer in the background of what's going on. Two new factions, obviously Japan and the United States. Finally, we've been asking for the United States, even for the European theater, because I'm going to be honest, if they don't release the European theater until like next year, I'm probably not going to play it because I'll probably still be playing Modern Warfare. I'm going to be 100% honest, but we're going to read this here. Two new factions. American forces charge inland towards unwavering defenses as brute force tactics clash with the Japanese home ground advantage. In Chapter 5, you'll get to fight as the U.S. Armed Forces or the Imperial Japanese Army. Deploy with the respective iconic military hardware and equip your company members with unique outfits to stand out in the battlefield. Now, there is some stuff going around with, iffies on DICE's interpretation on World War II equipment. Most of it is not what, soldiers back then would wear. Some of it is blah, 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 blah. We're not going to get that in this video. Secondly, it starts classic battlefields reimagined. Brave Pacific Storm and rediscover timeless World War II fighting grounds as the classic maps Iwo Jima and Wake Island return. Reimagining for Battlefield 5. Now, I find this funny because they stated that Wake Island will never become remastered in this game, and here they are remastering it. But we got Wake Island returning. I'll read these in a minute, but one thing I do want to state is, for some reason, you know how DICE talked about that they want to release maps, chronologically through time. So why is Iwo Jima coming first? I don't have any complaints about Iwo Jima coming first, besides it being historically accuracy. Why is Iwo Jima coming first? Because that was in 1945. Iwo Jima, Pacific Storm, which is basically a World War II take on Parcel Storm from Battlefield 4. And then we got Wake Island. For Iwo Jima, the U.S. is attacking Iwo Jima on all fronts, and in this beach-flaming mayhem, you'll be engaged in a fight over the thinner part of the island. It's all or nothing clash across wide-open black beaches and close-range environments like the tunnels of the mighty Mount Suribachi, inviting you to an iconic King of the Hill battle. Land boats, aircraft, and tanks are plentiful, and each can sway in their own match in their own way. Sorry, I wrote that different. Push the enemy towards the final objectives, hold back the onslaught of the highly dynamic map. And then it's got a picture of Iwo Jima and Mount Suribachi in the background. Now I wonder if the airfield is going to be on here, because Iwo Jima I think it had 2 airfields, correct me if I'm wrong. Then we got Pacific Storm. I don't know if Pacific Storm is just a World War II version of Parcel Storm, or if it's supposed to be Guadalcanal, because I don't know why Burma and Guadalcanal isn't first. So I don't know. But Pacific Storm. The weather is a treacherous as your foes on the set of this island, where all game-changing storm may roll in. And all game-changing storm will roll in. Sorry, I'm reading too fast and I'm slurping my words. Reducing your sight lines and evolving to battle. Move between islands with your squad and secure the control points using boats, amphibious tanks, or aircraft. As you attack or defend across land, air, and sea, stay on your toes. You never know what's around the next ridge. Fans of Battlefield 4, which I am a huge fan of Battlefield 4, will see shades of the classic map Parcel Storm in the world of the possibilities offered through Pacific Storm's layout. So I don't know if this is just a remaster, quote-unquote, or if they're modeling this after Guadalcanal. I hope Guadalcanal, Burma, and all this stuff before Iwo Jima and all that is coming. Hopefully soon, and we don't have to wait another 5 months. And then we got Wake Island, which is coming in December. Again, I don't know if I'm actually going to play it, just because Modern Warfare is, it's going to be out. But anyway, arguably the most legendary map since the dawn of Battlefield. TM. Wake Island arrives Battlefield 5 in the reimagined form in December of 2019. The map's iconic horseshoe-shaped layout ensures dynamic changes to where the action will be. Though the airfield and other areas granted vehicle access are sure to be consistent focal points. Keep on the move to win the battle. Use fortifications to create choke points and lure the enemy forces into kill boxes. Do everything it takes in this war-ridden tropical setting to conquer the island, the skies, and the waves. I'm going to try and keep this short too. And then we got deploy the weapons. As you can see, a USGI using the M1 Garand. Deploy with new weapons. In Chapter 5, you'll wield classic World War II firearms, katanas, and anything in between. Yes, you'll be able to enjoy the instinct 8th round of ping from the M1 Garand when the chapter launches, along with 3 other main weapons. I'm assuming that's going to be the Thompson and the Bar, because those are shown in trailer. The first of these is the Type 99 Arisaka. Available for the Recon class, this weapon is based on one of the most strongest military bolt-action rifles ever manufactured. Medic class players will be able to deploy with the Type 100, a Japanese SMG, which comes in handy in close quarters thanks to its rate of fire and control. Finally, there's the powerful M1919A6, a medium machine gun for the support class. Uses its belt-fed beauty to suppress enemies from medium to long distances, and as with all Battlefield 5 main weapons, unlock and choose the right specifications to fit your playstyle. So that's the 30 cal. I don't know if it's going to be the paratrooper version, which has got the stock of the pistol grip, or if it's just going to be the regular 30 cal. We don't know. As Tides of War continue, Chapter 5 will bring the M3 Grease Gun, the Naboo Type 2A, which I think is the pistol, the Type 97 LMG, and the 1919 A2. Handed out as the chapter rewards, the Jungle Carbine. Ooh, the Jungle Carbine is cool. Jungle Combine can be added to your arsenal too. The same goes for the Type 94 and the Model 27 sidearms. Finally, the Tides of War expand the assault class's arsenal with an explosive gadget, the tank busting lunge mine. Japan used this for an anti-tank personnel use. It's basically a C4 charged-ish thing on top of on a stick, and the Japanese soldiers would charge with them against American armor, hit it, and then it would explode. And most of the time, the user would die with it. And then we got 2 new screenshots of a Japanese soldier using the katana, and then we got an American soldier using the M2 flamethrower. 2 new battle pickups. The previous mentioned katana is a battle pickup, meaning it is need to be found on the battlefield to be equipped. So Battlefield 1 battle pickups are coming back. Both factions can use this time-honored melee weapon when the action gets close and personal. Chapter 5 is also bringing the M2 flamethrower as a battle pack, and its man-portable backpack design will make you highly effective against groups of enemy infantry. I'm wondering if you're able to shoot the canisters on the back, because that'd be cool. Okay, then we got this is the LVT, and then this is the M4 Sherman with looks like a Kate. It could be the Zero, but it's more long and the wingspan's more long, so it looks like a Kate, which is a Japanese torpedo bomber. Pilot iconic vehicles. The legendary M4 Sherman is a medium tank for the US side, with sturdy armor and decent speed. Use the main cannon, machine guns, and the sheer massiveness of the steel beast to support your team and win objectives. The Japanese equivalent is the Type 97, a tank with similar characteristics. Man, it's almost at 100. Man, it's 57mm tank or higher caliber cannons if you unlock the specifications to take care of the invading force and widely use smoke and repairs to survive. Now, in terms of balance, those of you that are historians or love history know that Japanese tanks had no match against American armor, despite who you hear it from, or if you see a War Thunder elitist and say, oh, well, this tank can kill this. Japan's tanks were really, really weak. Japanese armor back then was terrible. That's one thing. But getting from A to B is crucial to playing the fucking objective. 2. The Agile LVT and the Kami, light amphibious tanks that take you across both land and sea, granting many new strategic options for securing your objective. The dinghy is another fast but more vulnerable way to get across water. You need a quick access to the action or a hasty escape, jump into the MB Jeep or the Type 95 car. The Type 95 car, I think, is literally just a German Kubelwagen. So, yeah, because Japan back then got a lot of hand-me-downs from Germany. You can see that within the Japanese-looking, what's it called? The fucking V1. That's what it's called. Once you rule the sky, your U.S. company will be able to use the F4U Corsair, which comes in both a fighter and bomber variant, which is awesome. I love the Corsair, and I'm really hoping they get the engine sound right, because if you hear a Corsair IRL, you're dead, because it's got the nickname Whispering Death, because you couldn't hear it and you were dead. But yeah, the Pacific airspace will also occupy by the Japanese Zero fighter, which comes in the 2 same variants. Now I'm hoping they add, for the Americans, they add like they could add the P-38 Lightning, they could add the Wildcat, the Hellcat, the P-51 Mustang, and so on. I'm really hoping they add like bombers later on, so like, you know, B-17s, B-24s, B-25s, and all that. The Japanese, again, like I mentioned, they could add the Ki-48, I think it's called, the Kate, the Val, the Betty, the Nelson, not the Nelson, I think it's called the Nelly or something, and so on. Unlock and choose specifications to make your vehicle even more efficient and fitting to your playstyle. Chapter 5, we've added even more branches to specification trees of the new land and air vehicles, giving you more variety. And then they have a Type 95 Japanese tank here with brush and stuff. So it looks like what vehicle kits are coming. And also you can see what looks like to be an Iowa-class battleship, or it could be a South Dakota, and then some landing ships over there. And then we got the Type 97, Type 100 or something. Calling in vital reinforcements. As for the reinforcements, the US side can unleash the Sherman Calliope, a rocket barrage tank, bringing devastation to enemy infantry and vehicles. The Americans will see reinforcement favors return to, like the JB2 rockets, supply drop, smoke barrage, and sector artillery. I don't know if those are fan favorites. If you deploy as a Japanese soldier, your squad can access the same pre-existing reinforcements with the KI-147 IGO rocket, being the JB2 equivalent, along with the rocket barrage tank similar to the Sherman Calliope. Now, I don't know if Japan actually made a tank with side-mounted rockets on the turret. I don't know. I didn't really look into Japanese tanks and that. Then we got new elites, which the elites, look, I don't really care about the leaks. I'm gonna keep this on screen here if you guys want to read it. I'm not gonna read it. I literally don't give a shit about the elites, but it does look like the Jack Culver here does have the paratrooper version of the 30 cal. We have some nice screenshots here. We can take a look. This one will most likely be the thumbnail because it looks the most badass and it's got that nice USMC camo, the nice dark blue navy camo. So we got some more here. So basically saying you can unlock weapons, soldier outfits, weapon skins, melee weapons, special assignments, and more through playing it. With Chapter 5, we sweeten the pot with the chapter rewards even further. The jungle carbine primary weapon. I don't know the history of the jungle carbine, but my dad personally owns a jungle carbine. I have fired it before. It kicks like a mule. It's fucking annoying to shoot. And then we have the epic Nighthawk, can't fucking speak, outfit and the M27 sidearm. I don't know what the M27 sidearm. If leaks are correct, it could be the Welrod, which is the integrated suppressed pistol that uses, I think, either a 45 ACP or a 9mm. And then some many rewards you can reap while experiencing the Pacific. And then the weekly challenges, which is cool. Another nice screenshot. And then we have all of EA's socials. So that has been this little in-depth with the Pacific coming on October 31st. I am extremely ecstatic and I can't wait for this to release. Again, I will still be playing Modern Warfare for the most part, but when this drops, I will be switching this. I'll probably most likely will be on Twitch streaming this. I'm going to be streaming Modern Warfare from God knows how long, but when this drops, I'll take a break from Modern Warfare and I will stream this and record it for you guys. But without further ado, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how hyped you are down in the comments for Battlefield 5 The Pacific. If the game released with this trailer and they started with this, Battlefield 5 would be a lot better. I stopped playing it personally because content and all this has been dry as fuck. But without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Tell me how hyped you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios, guys.